4:35 here in the morning at Canterbury, Tamai. And I'm here outside in the garden to water all our plants because I thought there was rain last night because the clouds was dark and we didn't have so much stars in the sky. But actually there was no rain, so I have to wake up and by 5 in the morning I need to stop working outside. I, I need to finish watering a garden because I have to fix my two pot points actually. Um, Somehow it's like almost finished last night, like 30 past midnight. So I only have a few hours sleeping, and then I wake up before 4 a.m. in the morning today. I have 5 periods. Today's Monday. I have 5 periods teaching. Two EP program, my term one, my term two and three EP program, English program. I have MSEP one and regular one and gifted one. So I have 5 periods for my term three in different programs and one my term two. And EP program, you need to spend a lot of time preparing your lessons, though they're not really the uh, bright students that they can sense if you're not quite prepared in your presentation. So that's why it's important that as much as possible you have to be prepared 100% each session. So that's why I have to water our garden now, and by 5 then we'll stop our work here and we'll go back inside and review our work last night. So this is not easy, YouTube friends, because if I do live streaming by like 6 in the morning here, and any time of the day, any time of the week, any day of the week, if I'll do like live streaming here, there are mornings here that our neighbors are going to turn on the music as early as 6 a.m. in the morning. So it's really annoying. But yeah, my friends told me that copyright has no problem because I'll just have to go and edit my videos. And there's this certain part where there's music, so you have to mute it. I have the option to mute the portion that has this copyright claim music. So that's what I'm going to do now. So as long as it won't affect my channel, then I'm okay. But I'm also wondering why there's so much flies right there near at the gate. But I cannot smell any foul odor of a dead animal or anything. But there's thousands of flies there. I don't know. Our neighbors might have cursed us, or they threw something that it does not smell bad yet. I'm not really sure. I have this problem again. I don't know if my Himalayan mulberry has to fruit again, or this look will eventually die. Yeah, the leaf starts to dry. I don't know what's going on. Hopefully, will be another season of fruiting, but not really sure about it. I've been watering that together with this avocado. This avocado is still recovering because this was like last February or January of this year. Now it's the month of May. But last January, February, I was so busy like um, computing the grades of my students. So I didn't have time, like 2 3 days that I was unable to water this avocado. And that time, our deep well inside this property just started to dry up, to dry it up. Then we don't have much water supply to water a garden. So I forgot to water that avocado. And all these leaves, I thought I was not able to rescue this back. I thought this avocado eventually died. But yeah, now still surviving and recovering. But the look is not really healthy. But so I hope that I can fix that one. But of course, my time is very limited here in the garden. I'm always depending upon the mercy of rain from now on to water our garden. But I cannot do this every single day. That I have to wake up like 4 in the morning and water our plants. And yesterday was Sunday. Yesterday, like 6:30 past 6, and around 6 o'clock in the morning, my wife and I left in the house and we went to somewhere. It's around 20 plus kilometers from here. And there I did my jogging, my running exercise. And there's this scenic view where I jog for around 45 minutes, more than 6 kilometers, I guess. So that's what I did yesterday, and yeah, I was bathing with my sweat. And then we headed back home. But when we arrived here, that was around 10 o'clock in the morning. No, 30 past 10 in the morning. So the sun is already hot and we can't do anything outside. So I took my rest. I fall asleep. Yeah, we spent a lot of electricity with the air conditioned this time. And here, YouTube friends, gardening is fun. Yeah, you'll find joy here. But in my situation right now, that I'm also teaching besides gardening, I think it's not all joy all day. Yet I have to do this so that we have fresh vegetables right here in our front yard, right here in our yard, that we can do free shopping. We don't have to spend time and money in the market to find our favorite vegetables, but we can just go here and harvest and even share with our friends. because our time is very limited to go outside and buy something in the market. So it will consume a lot of minutes and time where we can spend that one instead here in our garden, good exercise, or do something with our uh, work that relates to our job as a teacher. So that's the thing here, YouTube friends. It's not easy, but yeah, I don't have any other option. So if you can see there, you can see the presence of the lightning. I don't know when will be the rain. See that? That was lightning. Yeah. I don't know when will be the rain. It could be today or tomorrow. I'm not sure. So if there's no rain today, I make sure that I have hydrated our plants here this early morning before my wife and I have to go to work. So yeah, quite challenging though. And our neighbors, that house, like they slept last night around close to midnight because my wife and I are still preparing our lessons for today, and my wife goes to bed like went to bed 30 or 20 minutes earlier than me, and I went to bed around like 30 past 12, and I can still hear them making noise outside. They're always drunk every single night. There's not a night that they are not drunk. So that means they are always drunk every single day. Just imagine they can consume alcohol for like one sack of bottles, empty bottles, one sack to two sacks of empty bottles, like 1 or 2 months, because you can hear and we can see the uh, like the buyer of empty bottles and plastics who have come here regularly like a month or two, and only two of them, the husband and wife. I don't know what kind of problem they have. The wife is even praying to their gods, but then after that they are gossiping. We can understand their language, and every time we get close to the gate, which is very close to their house, they would start whispering. I don't know what kind of bad stuff they're gossiping about us, against us, or I don't know. But you know what? We've been so good to them. The first 2 years that we arrived, from the time that we arrived here from our previous residence. But I don't know what happened to this couple. They're already old. They're supposed to behave well, but they didn't. I must water the durian trees. Yeah. Mommy, mommy. Yeah, I must water the durian tree. We planted 10 durian trees now. So, and these pots here that are hanging into this platform, I will put this down and I will make like trellis support made out of PVC pipes. and put this down because this platform consists of like rotten wood slab, and it's not really stable now. So sorry, here it's gonna be dark, but you can see there I'm watering my durian tree. I have to because I forgot to water them last Saturday morning and also yesterday. You have to hydrate your durian trees like every after 2 days. I have forgot to do that. I was so tired yesterday after my jogging, after my running exercise, so I have to do this now. And it's good to do live streaming at this hour with your friends because it's like kind of revenge to my noisy neighbors. They're really, really quite noisy during the day. Now it's my turn. They're still sleeping. What? Ay, may bukas sa ilaw, may. Dito sa likod. May ilaw. Ay. So we have these banana trees here, two friends. I think the cluster is not visible yet. There, that's the cluster. So now we can go here. My wife just turned on the light, the back. When salary arrives this week, I have to separate an amount for cow's manure and chicken's manure because we have to regularly add cow's manure here, a small amount of chicken's manure, so that we can maximize the growth of this durian trees here. But you know what? If there's a chance now that we could accumulate certain amount of money that is really enough to get back to our country, Philippines, my wife and I will do have to stop our work and go. So the work here is not easy. Right now, it saddens me that my wife is the most diligent, loyal, faithful, honest employee or teacher in her school, while other Filipino teachers are not really that serious and responsible in their job. But now my wife is the oldest one there. She will be 8 years in that school, but there's this one or two teachers where they're complaining. They have this baseless complaints, to be exact, and it affects my wife's creativity and it affects her being active from work. It affects her psychologically, emotionally. That every time she wake up now, she doesn't have the courage or the satisfaction or the interest, the excitement, or she lose the interest as a teacher to come back to school to work, and it's a challenge. And I'm pretty sure it's really hard for her because you know why? I'm just getting back to work as a teacher from being away for 5 years and a half that I didn't have work. So that kind of thing is still a challenge to me now. And to add to that situation, my wife is being challenged as well. So I don't know what to do right now. Because we have these stupid neighbors, crazy ones. If we could only find a place like this somewhere else, and if the owner of this house is somehow stupid or mean, we will not hesitate to get out, to move out from this place. But the owner of this house is so good to us. Maybe he's so kind to us out of uh, the reason that we're really helping him paying his house every single month, or he's just a good man. We don't know. He's 2 years younger than me, or if his goodness is out of his heart, that he's really a good person, then I think that would be a nice thing. But if he's just doing it for business because he knew that he will be losing much if we're going to leave, and I'm pretty sure he couldn't find another renter like us who will take care of the property and who love to work this kind of thing. I'm not sure if there's one Filipino here in Thailand. I'm not bragging you to friends, but real talk. I don't know if there's one Filipino here in Thailand besides me who is a teacher and at the same time have to maintain this huge space in the rental property, do gardening, planting fruits, planting vegetables. I don't know if there's one or another Filipino who will do this kind of work here in Thailand besides teaching. Because now I've been working as a teacher for more than a year. And who will be doing that work right there. It's around one rice space outside, more than 600 square meters. And with fruit trees, bananas, durian, vegetables. Tell you what, to maintain a place is not easy. This area here was so messy and full of grasses and weeds and vines a few months ago. And if you follow our live streaming here, then you can attest that, you can approve to that, you can back up to that, you can be the witness of that. And this garden enclosure here, we're full of weeds and grasses here. We don't have this, and I installed this one last year, last October. So with that, YouTube friends, our work here is not that easy. I'd rather be a full-time teacher or much more a full-time farmer. But now I'm a full-time farmer, I'm a full-time gardener. a full-time teacher. And on the side, on the weekends, I have to play free poker tournament so that I can make side income. And Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday, I have to schedule to do jogging and running for exercise for my health. So, man, I don't have much time to do foolishness around because my time here for the garden alone is not even enough already. But to me, that my depression is still triggering me several times every week. Then I think it's better to get busy myself. 14, yeah, close to 15 past 5 in the morning. I promise you that we will stop until 5, but I can't do that. So, to water this first platform of onion chives that we planted right into these old styrofoam boxes. We have tiny pots right there in the corner, but most of the onion chives did not survive. They rot because of that heavy rain last few weeks, or last week, I guess. And so we have to replace them. We still have some spare onion chives bulbs right there that I'm still keeping because I'll be planting more onion chives outside the property because that outside parcel of land is another place that we're renting 500 baht a month from the same guy, the same owner of the house that we're renting. So I'll be planting more vegetables because my mother's group of friends from Bangkok, they're coming this December. This month is May, so this coming December they will be coming here. And of course, I need to prepare a lot of vegetables for them to harvest and to bring back to Bangkok. And yeah, they can be here like a few times in a decade. So not quite often, probably once. So that's why I have to prepare something for them to enjoy the 2 days holiday here this coming December. Um, that's why we have to water our plants. Water and water our plants. I think it will rain today. Yeah. The thunder and lightning didn't stop. It's been like 15-20 minutes already. So I think there will be rain this early morning or midday. So I have to make sure if the rain does not pour today, then at least we hydrated our plants already before going to work. It's important because plants that are planted in pots, they can easily get dry. And once the soil turns to soggy and dry in the respective pots, then plants, once they don't have any water to absorb, then they start to die. And when your plants are dying in the pots, then it's really hard to revive them, and they can eventually die completely. I'll be wasting your time if you cannot maintain well and regularly to your plants. So it's no easy task here, YouTube friends, but I have to do this. It's necessary. Of course, I'm vlogging. I have YouTube channel. I need to maintain that my YouTube channel is active. There's video. There's uploaded videos. There are live streaming videos every single week, and so I must be consistent as much as possible. Though I'm already tired and lost the appetite. I don't have views. Subscribers are going down, and yeah, a lot of circumstances that my YouTube channel, my filming, my live streaming, my uploading of videos does not excites me, but rather discourage me and disappoint me with the results, the outcome that I have got. So it's really hard. I'm trying to be like grounded person. I'm trying to be balanced. I'm not happy with the work that I have right now. To tell you quite frankly, to tell you quite honestly, there are many additional responsibilities that are not written in the contract. But how can I say no if these guys that I have to work with are the ones requesting I have to do this, to do that, to do that? Otherwise, these guys will be the one who will put any taint of my evaluation, and then if I got low score in evaluation, then my next contract will be jeopardized. Yeah, that's why right now, if I have other option, I have to go back to Philippines and do farming instead. Even my wife, she doesn't like gardening, she doesn't like farming before. But during holidays, summer holidays, that she was here helping me, and she realized that it's better to do this than teaching or working, because in farming or gardening, you control your own time. You can do hard work in the garden as long as it is necessary to finish the job. But after that, you can rest. You don't have boss. You're the boss yourself in your garden, in your farm. So that's the difference between an employee and a farmer. And it's up to you how you maximize your farm, that you can make a lot of money out of it. So that's the thing here, YouTube friends. That's why my wife and I were discussing things like that. Once we can accumulate good amount of money, we'll go back to Philippines, our country, buy a land, cultivate the land, produce crops, fruits, raise chickens and many other livestock there, and then make money out of it. At the same time, I'll be active in stocks and of course in Forex, though I am active in Forex and crypto right now, with just small amount of investments. So yeah, that's not easy. But if you just focus in farming or gardening, I think you can manage your time very well. But being a teacher, farmer, it's not easy. Especially our workplace, YouTube friends, it's around 20-25 kilometers away from here. I have to send my wife first and then make a turn and go to my school. So it takes us like around the least, if there's no traffic and we ran fast with a motorbike and there's no problem along the way, around 35 minutes from here. Like 25 minutes to my wife's school and another 10-12 minutes to my school. So That's our daily routine from Monday to Friday, except if there's like uh, working holidays, so we cannot go to school, but rather do something else here in the house. But that's our daily routine, Monday to Friday. Have to spend 35 to 40 minutes on the road from the house that we're renting right here to our workplace. And then in the afternoon again, since my wife has this special tutorial classes, so I have to pick her up from school, from my school to her school, send to the language center, come back to the house here. And 1 hour and a half later, I have to get back to the city and pick her up again. And that's twice a week in the afternoon, Monday and Wednesday, sometimes Monday and Tuesday, or Tuesday and Wednesday. It's not easy, friends. My work here is really, really challenging. I don't know. I'm not bragging, but I need to be honest with you. I don't know if there's one Filipino teacher here who can do the job that I'm doing right here, who can maintain the order, who can do this steps here around the house at the same time work as a teacher. And my school is not just ordinary school with your friends. That school where I train higher and lower level who competed both the province and the national level of impromptu speaks competition, where the lower was the champion and the higher was around top 12 or top 20 out of 50 schools, national level. That means that school is producing brilliant students. Not all of them, but some of them. And they're scattered in every section. So that means you're not just like teaching lessons out of some random thoughts from your fucking brain. But you have to be able to prepare yourselves every single time when you teach. If you're just a teacher who just brag a lot of talks that you're this good, but actually you don't know how to teach the caliber that these students have, then you better get off, because these students are going to bully you in the classroom or criticize you for not being a good teacher. I'm pretty sure most of them are not interested to learn English, but most of the time they're in the classroom to find mistakes from your teaching, from your work. I'm sorry guys, but most schools here in Thailand, most teachers here in Thailand are just teaching simple lessons, especially in the English area, maybe in physics, math, chemistry. Of course, they have to prepare biology. But English, I've seen many teachers, especially in elementary, they don't have anything in their brain. But the school doesn't care about it because the school is not quality as well. But in the school that I'm working right now, a lot of pressure and stress that I have, plus the time that I have to manage here in the garden. Okay, 27 past 5. Now I need to get back in the house, turn up the water outside. The water supply is from the lake. I need to review a few minutes with the PowerPoint that I have done last night for 2 EP classes today. So now let's go here outside. Let's just see somehow to what we have here. Okay, so the owner of this parcel of land is the same owner of the house that we're renting. And before, he only allowed me to um, take responsibility here. A very tiny space for like around 20, 30 banana trees and a few durian trees planted all together. But now, the other old man was assigned to take care of that area on the other side. Got to work from Tisabon. So right now, the teacher, the owner, told me that I have to take responsibility of the whole area. So right there during holidays, this June 4 and June 5 supposed to be we have to attend Raksa Fellowship with our brothers and sisters in the church. But I decided that I was the boss and maintained this area here outside because we don't have much available time as we have to be in the school every single day, 5 days a week. So that's why I have to really manage my time whenever we have holiday and whenever we don't have classes in the school so that I can do something here in the garden. So these are our pigweed plants. This is superfood for our chickens. They really lay eggs to the maximum level every single day with banana blossoms as well. That's why I'm thinking if I'll be able to get back in our country, Philippines, with my wife, then I'm thinking that we're going to produce organic feeds out of pigweed plants, spinach, jute plants, and mix with molasses, and then we will turn that one into pellets. So of course you need to have like machine to process that one in the form of pellets. And then first we're going to use it as personal consumption for our livestock, but later on we can also sell that one to other farmers, growers, livestock owners. So now I have to water this area with your friends as well. And there are other spots right in the middle and that far end where my mama planted F1 hybrid eggplants when she was here last month. And a few eggplants now started to have fruits. So I have to visit that one this afternoon after school. And of course, continue planting onion chives. I started planting onion chives like late in the afternoon yesterday, and I think that was dusk. Yeah, and early evening. So I'll be uploading that video as well later after this live streaming. So that's how we do this thing here, YouTube friends, in the garden, and many things that you know what, my 24-hour time is not enough. I only sleep like around 2 3 hours every single night because I am quite busy, even my wife. And right now my wife is also struggling, and we have to close this down, turn off the light, and turn up the water. So we're done. I'm pretty sure there will be rain, but I already watered our garden. Yeah, 32 past 5. I need to have breakfast and then review my work, my PowerPoint, and prepare to. Yeah, it's really difficult. You're holding a key and a phone at the same time. Yeah, okay, that's it. Our neighbors, they're about to wake up. These guys like thorns for us. I think most local people here in Thailand, they're very inconsiderate. I'm sorry to those who are honest and good guys, but most of your local citizens are not that good people as neighbors, and I don't know, maybe just 1 to 5% of the common sense that they're like using. The 95% of the common sense is out of nowhere. That's my observation for being here in Thailand for more than 12 years. But there were a few Thai people that are really, 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 really kind and good people. But there are hundreds of them, and many of them who are not. So that's why even I'm here for more than 12 years now. I was dreaming to be a citizen here one day with my wife, but I started to eliminate and erase that kind of dream because I think this country is not worth it. But right now, we're still surviving and waiting for our country to get back to its feet, or even our country will not be able to get back into its feet compared to the last 40 years ago. But if we could have our own land, we can buy a land in which somewhere in Luzon, because I have like 7-8 hectares from my late father, but it's in Mindanao. It's a hilly type of land in which your planting is very limited, unlike a land that is plain. You can maximize that one for anything you want. But of course, yeah, a lot of things to consider. And see you once again the next live streaming YouTube friends. Thank you for tuning in. Bye bye. Have a nice day. First day of work of the week. Good luck, everyone. Good luck to me.